Nah, a good portion of those comments didn't hit the board. When I logged on and looked at all the comments, and then I could see that, okay, a lot of people like Tom Leykis had never heard of him. Exactly, like he was doing this back in he was doing this 20 years ago, and I didn't get on to him. Like, he broke my cherry, man. As far as the dating game, just everything, marriage and everything, single moms. Now think about it. It really takes confidence to be like, yo, I'm not dating no single mom. Regardless of my situation, I'm not going to put my energy into a woman that's got, I'm not going to go off all of that. We know how I feel about that, the way you're supposed to feel about it. But, think about it, brothers. How many of y'all really got the confidence to say in a crowded room where there's women with children and don't have no husband that you won't date no single mom? Seriously, it gave me a profound amount of confidence and self-worth just to feel like, or just to know really, that, it's not a situation that benefits me, therefore I need not be involved. For real. Like, I don't think too many brothers out here are really down with, I'm not dating a single mom, period. I don't think so, because, a lot of y'all was raised by single moms, or you got children yourself and feel as though you are obligated. Fuck that. Nah, you ain't obligated for nothing. But anyway, yeah, so Tom, more brothers need to hear about Tom, for real. Because I think if more cats knew about him, there wouldn't be this many single moms, I'm sure of that.
It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. More importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. You heard that little montage, that little segment we played at the beginning. Let me talk about that a little bit. You see, the bottom line, boys, is not to have that flop sweat, the stink of death, as we call it, when you are around women. And what they were trying to say in that film, and what you may not understand, and clearly the characters were trying to come to an understanding about this, is that it doesn't matter if you get laid tonight. You cannot be worried about that. In the long haul, when you get laid, what you need to know is that the important thing is never to give up your self-esteem, never to give up your money, never waste an inordinate amount of time listening to a woman blab. Don't do favors, don't lend money, don't paint apartments, don't help anybody move. Forget all that stuff. Forget it. You have to go out and act as if you have a life where you can live with or without getting laid. The indifference of it all is what attracts women. If it looks like you've got better things to do or better people to do, women will crave you. If it looks like you have to get laid, women will take great pleasure in shunning you and making fun of you to their friends, too. Guys ask me, what's a good opening line when I go out? And I say the best opening line is no opening line. The best thing to do is to go to a bar or a club and plan on spending the evening drinking, talking to the bartender, or just hanging out. People watching. To look like you're too hip for the room. You are too hip for the room. The ones who are not too hip for the room are the ones going around going, haven't I met you somewhere before? Oh, Jesus. Don't you think women hear that crap all the time and laugh at you? Nothing attracts women more than your indifference. Your arrogance. I once had a woman I was effing regularly tell me how arrogant I was. Did it stop her from getting into a relationship with me? Did it stop her from effing me? No. It was just the usual bitching and complaining, but guess what? I was just as arrogant when you met me. That's not going to change now. She's long gone. But you know what? Being arrogant got her into my bed. You bet I'm arrogant. I'm a jerk and I'm an a-hole. And I'm proud. You boys have to stop looking and acting desperate. You boys have to have a life. You know what? I tell you, when you have 2 concert tickets, that is not a vacuum waiting to be filled. It's not. I mean, this week in Los Angeles, let me give you an example, okay? Now, they're old, and I agree with you. They're old, and they should have retired a long time ago. But there you go. The Rolling Stones are going to be playing, among other venues, the Hollywood Bowl. And I'd be willing to bet there are people out there right now who the other day got on the Ticketmaster website or got on the Ticketmaster phone number, waited for 10 a.m. to come around, and then got 2 tickets to see the Rolling Stones at the Hollywood Bowl. Now you've got 2, you're going, and now you feel like you need to bring somebody else. When in reality, you could take that other ticket and scalp it. You could sell it to a ticket broker probably for twice what you paid for it, and it'll pay for your own ticket. Or you can call one of your buddies up on the phone and bring them along. You don't have to ask a girl out on a date. Are you kidding me? Concerts, ball games, events. You bring your friends to that stuff. Restaurants, you like expensive restaurants? Great. Don't bring chicks. Bring your male friends. Make it a male bonding experience. Stop with the expensive gifts, expensive dates. Stop. It doesn't work. And the desperation. It doesn't work. In fact, it works against you. You have to be prepared and look like you prepared to spend the rest of your life just hanging out with your buddies, going out and having a few drinks, having a few laughs, going to concerts, going to ball games. If you meet a chick along the way and she wants to have sex with you, great. But you can't make that the object of everything you do. They can smell it, they know it, and they will use you. When I go to bars, I don't talk to chicks at the bar. They come to me, whether they know who I am or not. I do not approach women, and I won't. Ever. Now, if a woman comes to me and she has an opening line, I might respond to it. But there's no way I'm going to be put in the loser's position of having to introduce myself to anyone. I'm perfectly happy going out to a bar, going out to a club, having a few drinks, and watching the other people. I do not need to pick up chicks. Look, if I need a sure thing, all my life I had a list of phone numbers, a list of booty calls available to me. And if what I need is to get laid, I'll just get out Old Dependable there, or one of the 20 Old Dependables, go over there, get the job done, and then go home. But I do not go out to clubs or bars with the idea of picking up chicks. It puts you behind the 8 ball. You don't want to be behind the 8 ball. You don't. So please stop writing to me and asking me, what's a good opening line? Where's a good place to go? The good place to go is a place where you just want to go out and hang out. Where you don't mind having a drink, watching the game, hanging out with a buddy. Maybe you have other friends who hang out there. Or maybe you just want to go in and see what other people are doing, how stupid they look. You have to put yourself in a too-hip-for-the-room position. And believe me, if you keep doing that, women will come to you. Got it? All right, now, if you are looking to avoid serious relationships, avoid commitment, avoid marriage, if you have questions or complaints about things your professor lectures about in this classroom, all you do is call our toll-free telephone number. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. This is the class where we acknowledge that the reason men go on dates is to get laid. That's the reason. We want the path of least resistance. We want the shortest distance between 2 points. We don't want to hear you going blah, 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 blah. We don't want to talk about your dog, your boss, how you had to take a mental health day last week. We really don't care about you. We care about you spreading your legs. That's what we care about. It's hard for a lot of women to accept. And if you've got little rugrats or crumb crunchers at home, we have no interest. Got it? Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
This show is for men who want to get laid for as little money as possible. Okay, if guys want to get married, then there's another class for it.
But
obviously, your head is over your butt, honey. You don't understand it. Guys who want to get laid will listen. Guys who don't want to do it will not. There's always a choice.
It's Leykis 101 on the Tom Leykis Show. Tiffany on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 How are you?
Do you care, Tiffany?
I kind of do.
Mm-hmm. What can I do for you?
Here's the thing. Last night, I went to, excuse me, I went to a strip club with an old friend, and my boyfriend got really upset.
An old friend meaning a male friend?
Exactly.
Uh-huh. Why'd you do that?
Because it's on the way home to my house from where we were eating dinner.
Why were you out to dinner with an old male friend?
Because I hadn't seen him in a while.
Uh-huh. And is this a male friend whose penis you've seen?
No. Never.
Never. So you never dated him?
No. Not at all.
Uh-huh. And why did you need to go to a strip club with him? You could have just had dinner and come home.
This is true, but we just thought it would be a laugh. And have you ever been to Jumbo's Clown Room?
Yes.
It's a burlesque. It's like FHM or Maxim. It's not really a strip club.
Well, the point is, why didn't you call your boyfriend?
Because he lives 45 minutes away.
Yeah, well, you could have called him and invited him. Then he could have said, I'm 45 minutes away.
This is true. But I didn't think of it. Because I didn't think it was...
Well, you need to start thinking of those things if you want to have a boyfriend here.
I agree, and I...
Because you will lose him if you do that kind of stuff.
I understand. But, see, I just don't see why it's a big deal, because I would never do anything.
It's a big deal. Take it or leave it.
Oh, come on.
It's a big deal.
I just don't see what the big deal is, really.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you see what it is. It's a big deal. Most guys would not approve of that.
Why?
Because, number one, who is this male friend? That's what most guys are going to think. Two, going to a club with nudity with this male friend. Three, not calling him?
All right, I'm beaten from all angles. I've gotten no support on
You're not going to get any support. In fact, how would you feel if he starts going out to strip clubs without you?
I wouldn't care.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Really? How about if he went with a female friend?
That's fine.
That's good.
That's fine.
Really?
I know. I trust him. It's not a big deal.
Uh-huh. Well, most guys are not happy with that. They will not accept that.
All right.
They just won't. By the way, not even a phone call?
Not a phone call.
Yeah, well, no. There's not a guy out there who would accept that. Not one.
Gosh.
Not one.
Not one?
Hi, honey. I'm at Jumbo's Clown Room with an old friend. You could have at least called. You didn't call because you didn't want to hear what he was going to say.
No, I didn't. I just didn't even think of it.
You didn't think? This is your boy. This is supposed to be your boyfriend. Yeah, you don't care about telling him where you are, what you're doing?
It's not that I don't care.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Tom, you win.
Why didn't you call him?
I don't know.
Well, dear, you need to think about it, because here's what's going to happen. You'll lose him, and then you'll lose any other man you're with that you do that to. I'm telling you right now. And by the way, dear, at 24, you're too young to have a boyfriend. I think you just you've got a boyfriend like you were casting a play. You had to get an actor to play the part of the boyfriend.
Not.
So you pick some guy 45 minutes away to be your boyfriend. So you're free to do other things if you feel like it, and you do.
That's not true at all.
Really?
Yes, it's just geographical. It's based on income and rent prices. I can't afford to live where he lives.
That's not the point, dear. You don't have to have a boyfriend who lives 45 minutes away.
Well, I didn't choose to meet someone
that
did. Lives 45 minutes away.
Well, how'd you meet him?
How?
Yeah, you didn't meet him at Jumbo's Clown Room.
No, I didn't. But I met him close to my house.
What was he doing close to your house?
He was at a club.
Where, in Hollywood? East Hollywood?
Yes.
Wow. What was he doing there?
Hanging out with friends, just like I was.
Looking to pick up the kind of hoes that go out in that part of town.
Oh, come on, be nice.
Here, I live in Hollywood. You can't pull one over on me. I know who goes out there. And I know who goes to Jumbo's Clown Room, too, by the way.
Yes, I saw them, and they were kind of scary.
Yeah, well, there you were.
There I was.
Right.
All right.
So let me ask you this question. This male friend of yours, so you're telling me he is not the least bit attracted to you?
You know, I would think that if he's known me for 10-plus years, he would have made his move already.
Now, there are guys who don't know how to get the deal closed, who don't know how to get the job done.
10 years, Tom?
Yeah, they moon after you. They're like puppy ducks. They're hoping you'll make the first move.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty clear that none of that.
Well, you never discussed it. Nothing is clear. In fact, isn't it amazing, this really good friend of yours, you've never had that conversation?
Yeah, we have had that conversation.
So you asked him, you said, so let me get this straight. You're not attracted to me, is that right?
We had conversations like, this would never happen between us because we're not attracted to each other.
So he agreed to that, or that was what you said?
Yeah.
So he said he's not attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that tragic, by the way? When we pick our opposite sex friends, these are all the people we're not attracted to. That homely bunch of Poindexters and chunky chicks who, we're just not interested.
It happens, Tom.
Our good friends.
It happens.
Yeah, what do you look like, Tiffany?
What do I look like?
Yeah, what do you look like?
I am a petite girl, and I have blonde hair.
So when you say you're petite, does that mean you're short or thin?
I am both short and thin.
Uh-huh. And how do you rate on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I'd say I'm an 8.
You'd say that. What do other people say?
I'd say they would think I was a 7.5.
All right. So the truth is close to a 6?
No, not at all.
Uh-huh. You go out to Jumbo's Clown Room with male friends. I mean, come on.
So you're saying that because I'm attractive, I can't have male friends that are not attracted to me. Is that what you're saying?
If you're attractive, most men are attracted to you. That's how it works.
So men never have that point where it just peters out into friendship like women have.
No. We'll have sex with anyone. We'll have sex with chicks we broke up with 10 years ago, if they'll have us.
I can't believe it.
You need to buy a new lighter there, sweetie. It's not working.
I think I'm just naive then.
Oh, I think you are, too. But I'm telling you right now, get used to this idea. A, long-distance relationships generally don't work. B, you cannot have a boyfriend and go out at night with male friends and not be calling him and inviting him along, whether you think it's likely he'd show up or not.
Okay, I understand that.
And you have to call him, you have to tell him where you are, and you have to let him know he's welcome to come. If you don't do that, he will break up with you. And so will the next guy.
I see the light now. I see it.
Good.
And thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Nina on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yes, hi. How are you, Tom?
I'm okay, Nina.
Hey, I have a question for you. I don't know what to do. There's this guy that I've been seeing for about 3 months, well, actually 4 months. And he told me that he wants to have a baby with me, and he wants to have sex with me without a condom. And I don't know if I should do it or not.
Well,
I mean,
wait a minute. Do you want to have a baby?
No.
Then what's the answer?
I'm sorry?
Then what is the answer?
Then no.
I mean, why is there even a question of that?
Well, because I didn't know if I should, like, give him what he wants.
What, have a baby with a guy you've been dating 3 months? Are you insane?
No.
You've been dating him 3 months!
I know, but he says
And you don't want to have a baby. Why should you do that? I mean, think for a second. Do you let life wash over you like a tidal wave? I mean, that you've been dating a guy 3 months and you don't want to have a baby, and yet you wonder if you should do it. What is there to wonder about?
No, you're right. I shouldn't be wondering about that.
There's nothing to think about.
Okay.
That relationship is over. Over.
Okay.
Starting tonight.
Okay.
You're done.
I'm done with him.
You are. What if the two of you get drunk and he convinces you one time to ride bareback? Huh?
No, he doesn't drink. Well, he doesn't drink.
You smoke weed?
I'm sorry?
You smoke weed or do any drugs or anything?
No, he's not like that. He's like a really clean guy. He's like, well, he's almost hitting his 40s, so that inner dad thing is kind of...
Tell him if he wants to have a baby, he should go get married to somebody.
Right. Well, here's the thing. He would like to just have a baby just because he wants to take care of somebody.
Well, that's great.
You don't need a baby.
Hire a surrogate mother. Yeah, he doesn't need you to do that.
Yeah, and the only reason why I'm with him is because I want a few things out of him, how I can get it.
What do you want, money?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
And then a few other things, yeah.
Oh, so you want money out of him. So
Okay.
you're having sex with him to get money out of him.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Why are you having sex with him?
Because I like him.
You like him.
So I should just leave money out of this. Totally.
Well, look, you either like him or you want his money. Which is it?
Both.
Why are you such a loser that you need to get money out of him?
Well, you're right.
So, in other words, you're incapable of doing anything on your own, or you're just too lazy?
I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, well... Yeah, and you would actually think of having a baby with a guy like this. You actually...
No, I don't want to.
But you considered it!
I just wanted to find out if I was doing the right thing or not. Because I don't have anybody else to turn to. I don't have... And
Dear, how complicated is that question? Here we have you. You don't want to have a baby. And we have a guy you've been having sex with for 12 weeks or less. And the guy says, well, about to turn 40, I need to have a baby. So even though you don't want to have a baby and you hardly know him, you have to ask somebody what you should do.
Okay, and then it's over tonight then.
It's over. Hang on. Well, let's get Mindy's opinion. Mindy, what did you want to say to Nina?
Oh, she is the biggest moron. If you even have to ask the question, you shouldn't be having any kids whatsoever. That just, it grosses me out, the fact that these people are so lame. What is she thinking?
Nina, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm just being stupid.
Just being stupid. I think we've got a consensus now.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Can I tell you a joke?
Okay.
What's the best part about a Hummer?
I don't know.
10 to 15 minutes of silence, buddy.
The Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles, it's Leykis 101 with your professor at 1-800-5800-TOM. Joe, hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Doing okay, Joe.
Okay, here's my story, Tom. I was 17 at the time. I met a girl, and I became her boyfriend. And then 3 months into the relationship, I found out she was lying to me. She was actually 14. Once I figured that out, I was already by the age of 18, and we've already had sex. So after that, I took about 1 week to figure out how do I break up with this girl without her going psycho on me. And I figured it out, and I tried giving it to her gently. After a couple of days, she went crazy. She came to my job and threatened me with her family. She came to my house, and she was following me around. And then all of a sudden, I get phone calls from her and other people saying that they're going to call the police. So I tried to left town and try to keep it, out of sight, out of mind. About a month later, everything cooled down, and it's all thanks to you, because before I was a big pussy, and I thought I had to, in order to
get laid.
In order to get laid from a girl, I thought I had to be her boyfriend, and I thought I had to be nice, and I thought I had to buy gifts, and I thought I had to send money. And then the truth is, I get laid even more now that I'm rude to them, mean to them. Really don't spend any money because girls like being treated
like crap. Like crap. You can't say that word on the air.
Like crap, like being treated like poop. And I just want to thank you and appreciate. I really appreciate everything you do here for guys like me. Because really, I mean, all we're trying to do is get laid, and we'll do anything for it. And I like the fact that you let guys know that you don't have to do anything for it, that girls want to give it up.
That's right. In fact, when they become insecure or feel competitive, they'll give it up just to get a competitive edge.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that I know anything, because I really don't know nothing about anything. I mean, I'm only 18, and I'm just trying to make it out in this world. When I was with her, I was out of college. I was working at Fry's, and I wasn't doing anything. But after I started listening to Leykis 101, and after I started hearing your words of, after I started listening to you, I'm going to school now, and I'm on my way to become a police officer. So I'm heading on the right path, and it's all thanks to you, Tom.
Good for you, Joe. I'm proud. Thank you. 14. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Mike on the Tom Leykis Show with your professor. Hello. Mike.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay, so my problem. I've been with a girlfriend for about 4 years, off and on. Always been problems, fighting. Every time we go out somewhere to drink, there's been straight drama where the cops are called or something like that because she can't handle her liquor.
Right.
And I've been helping her out. I make good money. I'm young. I'm 22. I make about, $65 a year, and I've always been helping her out.
Why have you been helping her out?
Well, we were together for a long time, and she'd never made as much money as I did, so I was always kind of forking over the extra dollars when, it came to going out, or, she needed.
That's a perfect excuse to not go out. How great is that?
Yeah, I know.
Why would you be forking out anything?
I know.
Then you've got issues with the police?
Yeah, it's just been on and on.
Why would you tolerate that?
What's that?
Why would you tolerate that?
I just been tolerating it because I just so wanted to just kind of have a girlfriend for some reason.
Why do you need to have a girlfriend? I need to know the answer to that question.
I never really was truthfully faithful, so it wasn't a big difference anyway.
That's my point. Why do you need to have a girlfriend?
I don't know.
What for?
I know.
What does it do for you?
Nothing, obviously, except for more headache and bills that I don't need.
Right.
Right. So she got breast implants, and
who paid for that?
She did. She eventually paid for it, but I had to co-sign because I'm the one with the credit.
So, in other words, she's paying for those breasts, and if she, she paid it off.
Yeah, they totally paid it off.
Did you have to pay anything towards that?
No, when she didn't have some money, I did make a couple of the payments, but she sued one of her old bosses and got a settlement and ended up paying it all off.
Did she pay you back?
No, she didn't actually give me any money.
Uh-huh.
I think she gave me like a couple $100 for something. But
you made payments on her breast implants.
Yeah, I know.
You're a sucker.
I know.
So what is the question here?
The question is, she sued her new boss, and then she's supposed to, went through and...
So this is what she does. She goes out, gets jobs, and then sues her boss for sexual harassment or something like that?
Yep.
I see. So she's a liar and a criminal.
Pretty much.
Right. Okay, so what is the question?
She's supposed to be getting like $200,000 or supposedly in the next month. And, you know, she walked in on me with some broad about, say, a month ago. And so me and her, you know, I broke up with her, told her, you know, I don't want to see you around here, yada, yada, yada. And she's supposed to get this money. Now she's calling me all crying how she misses me. And, you know, I'm already seeing other broads. You know, I'm not even trying to get into anything. I'm just trying to have fun. And she's supposed to get this money. She's like, I'll buy you whatever you want. I'll do this. I'll do that. And it's like, you know, all my friends are saying, don't.
Here's what you do. Add up all the money you gave her.
Uh-huh.
Tell her you need her to pay you back first.
Uh-huh.
Then, when she pays you back, tell her, F you, I don't want to see you anymore anyway.
Yeah. See, everyone, you know, that's what everyone says, like, just, you know.
Get the money first.
Get the money that you need. But
Get the money that you paid for those breast implants and all the other money. Add it up. Figure out how much it was.
Yeah.
Tell her you are not going to see her anymore because she took all that money, and now that she's got money, she's not giving any of it to you.
Yeah. See, the only thing I was, she was like, oh, I'll buy you a Harley, I'll buy you this.
You don't need a Harley. You want the money back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tom.
So you tell her to write you a check for the money she owes you.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after she does, and after the check clears, tell her to screw off.
Yeah. The other thing is I was, like, wondering, should I just screw her over 10 times worse than she screwed me?
Nope.
Or?
No. Get the money you're owed, and then tell her to screw off.
Okay.
And then stop with the girlfriends, you idiot.
I know. And I'm not really, like, trying to be faithful. I don't know, it's kind of comfortable having someone there at nighttime when you go home.
Pal, you can have 7 different women a week there when you get home.
I know.
You do not need to have a girlfriend, especially since you have no interest in monogamy.
Yeah, I know. I listen to you every day, and it's just like, I go through it in my head. It's like, dude, what am I doing to myself?
Stop doing it.
I know. All right, Tom, will you take me out with a bucket?
Here you go, Mike.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
You know what my reputation is? That I'm an a-hole. In fact, I wear it as a badge. You bet I'm an a-hole. Because if I wasn't an a-hole, I wouldn't be where I am today.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
Leykis 101. 1-800-5800-TOM with your professor. It's Dexter. Hello.
You got it. How you doing, Tom?
Hi, Dexter.
So, Professor.
Yes.
Last time we talked, which was a couple of months ago, you gave me a homework assignment. Because I was with a girl that wouldn't let me have more than a few beers, spend my money, live at my place, and she wouldn't fold the socks.
Uh-huh.
All I got to say to you is thanks. My homework assignment is done.
Did you dump that bitch?
You got it.
Yeah!
So this weekend I'm a single man. I'm going to go out, have as many beers as I want, and even buy them for the rest of the ladies.
Love that. How did she react when you dumped that bitch?
I got the ring back.
No.
Yep. Marriage, the relationship is gone. I didn't get married, and I got the ring back.
Excellent. Did she yell and scream? Did she throw it at you? What happened?
It was more of the crying part. Oh, maybe we can work it out, spend some time apart, and maybe it'll work out down the road.
No, it won't.
All I got to say is thanks, Tom, and can you take me out with a screaming orgasm?
You're going to be hearing a lot of these in the next few weeks, Dexter. Here you go.
Oh, God. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello to Jonathan on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, what's going on, man?
Not much.
I'm heading down to a first date right now, and I need tips from the professor. I've listened to you for so long, man, and I've been that accommodating pussy guy that, you know, the guy that I don't want to be anymore. And I listen to the show, man, and I want to change. So I need tips from the professor on how to handle a first date Tom Leykis style.
All right. Where are you planning on taking her?
Well, we're going to this thing. We're probably going to cruise up the coast and probably go to a restaurant was kind of the tentative plan, and then just kind of hang out. There's no plan at this point.
Do you know which restaurant?
No. Probably somewhere not too expensive, kind of
something cheap.
Something cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheaper
the better. If not,
$40 is your maximum budget.
Okay.
That's cheap. Now, do you need to be near the water somewhere?
We're probably going to end up near the water. It's going to be kind of probably Manhattan Beach area, or maybe a little further up the coast.
Can you go a little north of there?
Probably.
I'm going to give you a cheap one.
Okay.
It's called C&O.
C&O.
C&O. It's an Italian restaurant on Washington Boulevard.
Okay.
Right near the beach in Venice.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you can look it up and get the phone number. Super cheap Italian food.
Fantastic.
And if you want to save money, they have very large, like family-style portions. Both of you get the same thing.
How often? Is that what you said?
No, get the same thing that she's getting.
Oh, get the same thing?
Yeah, just order one of them. That's all you have to do. Let me know how you make out, Jonathan. Good luck.
The Tom Leykis Show.
You get what you get if you thinking with your dick. MCF mean you thinking with your head. Money comes first, this time I can't dead. You get what you get if you thinking with your dick. MCF mean you thinking with your head.